This is our first campsite in Solmarg, and here's what it looks like. The Indus River flowing right beside us. Overlooking our campsite are tall peaks. Some snow-capped, some snow melting. The great Himalayan hike, the Great Lakes of Kashmir, begins right here. This is me cozy on day 4 of the Great Lakes of Kashmir hike. It's been quite an experience. We just got into camp, braving rain, freezing temperatures, 50-60 miles an hour winds, and then greeted at campsite by a hailstorm. Oh, we didn't expect this, but we came prepared. At least I came prepared. We were warm when we walked. We came in all slushy. The wind is still blowing. It's kind of died down now, but very soon you'll hear it again. But I made my little room, the one-man tent, very cozy. Of course there's, well, toilet paper for running nose, that corner for all my personal effects like my glasses and this phone and all that will be kept over there. That corner for the stuff I carry on my back, and that corner for the stuff that goes with the horse but carries my supplies. That's all the corners for all the wet clothes and laundry. And there it's garbage. Well, water's not garbage, but kind of, you see, it's a one-man tent. And I found myself a nice cozy home. The wind picks up. 2 more nights of this. It's been a very interesting journey. A journey where we meet so many people. Got ourselves close to our army, who do a fabulous job. Today is Independence Day. It was really nice spending this with the soldiers, whose only family were themselves, and were delighted to see us. So they treated us 5-star hospitality as much as they could. They made us besan ke laddu, pakoras. They seated us in a living room style accommodation that they do best. 4G hospitality at its best. 4G radio was very proud to have been there. We talked about 4G radio with all of them. They were very, very surprised and thankful. So they sent us a few messages. So you should tune into 4G radio and listen to some of the things they have to say. Very profound, very touching, and inspiring. And I'm glad I made this journey. I couldn't have spent August 15th, Independence Day of India, in a much better place than this. It's Independence Day, August 15th, 2014. As you can see, this is my second video log of today. It's 8 o'clock in the evening, and the rain outside is relentless. I hope you can hear what I have to say over the noise that this rain is making over my tent. There are many reasons to go out into the wilderness and survive. Yes, to you it's a challenge. To millions it's a way of life. So the next time you see somebody who've got less than you, I'm not saying feel guilty and give up what you're doing, but at least have some empathy. If you can do something for them without hurting your own life, reach out. Because when you're in their space, in the wilderness, the generosity of these people is so selfless that it may make you think about how selfish and khudgarz you are. One simple act of kindness just goes so much. Does so much for them. Go out to the wilderness. And I'm not saying do this to punish yourselves. This world has so many pretty places, beautiful places that you can only access via, well, not even a road. You've just got to trek your way through. Your own 2 feet. What you just discover is not the environment. Well, yeah, it's great, it's beautiful. What you'll also discover is so much about yourself. Let's go on a long journey with yourself. You'll find it. We can go together someday. Hi, it's me again. So here's a new problem. I'm in this one-man tent. It's pouring cats and dogs and it's relentless, continuous. To a point now the water is coming in from the bottom up. Well, these tents aren't made waterproof, they're water resistant, but with this kind of downpour, something's gonna give. We've got some tarpaulin on top, so we know we're not leaking from the top. But nobody protected this from the bottom, and I'm feeling wet underneath, seeping through my sleeping bag. So this is me now, in full expedition gear. I'm dressed in all waterproof clothing, including my boots. And this is how I've got to hope to get some sleep. Hopefully, I have true waterproof gear. We'll find out if it's true or not. So this is a test of true grit. I wasn't preparing for this, but hey, I'm in this situation. I'm miles away from civilization. I can't do anything else but weather the storm. The other 2 tents, my colleagues and my friends, they seem to be alright. Oh no, not me. I may have to go shack and bunk with them if things get a little too wet here. As they say, मैं नीचे से गीला हो रहा हूँ. नीचे से. It's only 9 o'clock. It's a long night and a long walk tomorrow. Let's see how this works out. Good night. We'll talk to you soon. Alright, here I am with another log. As you can see, the water is now soaking my floor of the tent. I've packed up my gear. Hopefully they will weather this and have everything inside of it covered. I'm now onto a sitting position. Those are my waterproof gloves if I need to get out. And now housing my phones, as you can see. This is where I'm saving some of my phones, and if things don't work out well as the night progresses, I may have to get out my emergency tent. Well, here I am again. You can see all the silver foil around me. I've had to open up my Mylar emergency tent. They say it's 100% waterproof, weatherproof. And so I just open it up, put all my luggage in it. Yeah, see, this is what it looks like. And me, also tucked in, cozy. Is it 100% waterproof? No. Inside it's all sweating. My body heat and the cold water outside of it. It's really freezing. I think it's creating the sweating that you normally see in a cold water bottle. And when you fill it with water and outside, it starts to sweat and becomes wet. Even your glass actually. So it's behaving exactly like that. The cold water outside is making it sweat on the inside. Not exactly waterproof, is it? Well, under the circumstances, this is about as dry as I can keep myself. My next alternative is to go to my neighboring tent. Hopefully they're drier, and bunk in with them. You can hear outside. It's relentless. It's 10:26 now, August 15th, 2014. Happy Independence Day. Here I am, in my own personal tent, trying to stay alive. On the Great Lakes of Kashmir trek, on night 4, I'm Anil Srivatsan. Until we meet again. August 16th. Here I am. Well, you gotta believe me when I say here I am, because all you can see now are my eyes. All night of rain after my emergency tent pretty much flooded me like a refrigerator's cold wave. I had to come and shack in with my buddies. Here they are. That's Jatin and Anshul. They were kind enough to let me in and share their dry tent with me, and we somehow survived the night. But we have another thing worrying us going ahead. We have a 6-hour trek back to the next camp, and this rain hasn't stopped. The decision to get going now or wait for the weather to get better is something we're all contemplating, and no one has the right answer, because as someone in Kashmir said, यहाँ का मौसम और यहाँ का और बॉम्बे की फैशन का कोई भरोसा नहीं, क्या जाने कब क्या बदले. Anshul, what do you think?
Well, yeah, we're actually right now between the devil and the deep sea. On the one hand, if we don't leave right now, we may stand the risk of not being able to make it back to camp in time. But if we do leave right now, we don't know what, we're going to be soaked, drenched. Not all of us have enough gear to keep us protected from the rain. So, we're just going to have to say our prayers and make a decision going forward. And we're just going to have to brave whatever hits us and be able to survive it.
Jatin is the guy who's, he didn't bring any raincoat. Now, I don't know if that's crazy or just some forgetfulness, but Jatin?
Yeah, I forgot.
What do you think?
I forgot just because of work, and now I'm freezing like hell. I'm thinking okay, next time whenever I will make a plan like this, I will bring good stuff with me, and especially waterproof, all equipments.
Well, the moral of the story, hikers and campers, what we want to do and say to you is be prepared with expedition gear. Layers, layers and layers. Very important. You don't know when you're going to use it. Yes, you got to carry it on your back, but when you get to and you have to use it, you will thank yourself for doing so. You can never be too careful. You could never pack too much, especially when you come to a region like this. So let's see what happens. We'll come and chat with you again. For the Trexpedition team. Okay, so the weather conditions are turning a lot more hostile. As you can see, what's gathering on our tent now, it's getting colder. What was rain is now turning into snow. This is all we needed. But in the interim, between rain and snow, there's something called the wet substance. It's sleet. And this can be even more dangerous for a walker, because this can freeze in minutes, depending on which way the temperature is going to go.
My shoe.
We were contemplating what we should do going forward. I don't think there's much choice but to huddle up in here and take our chances indoors. What do you think?
Well,
I think we have to move.
I'm just unsure as to what to do. I don't think it's going to be simple walking in this.
No, it could easily freeze, so you could have pockets of black ice that you could be slipping and sliding over, especially you, Anshul, with Decathlon doing what it did to you by giving you two right feet. You're walking in a pair of sneakers, and that's going to be a little tough. A, it's cold, B, it's going to be wet, and C, it's going to be slipping and sliding. How does that sound to you?
Yeah, our fate is sealed. I think we're gonna have to just wait and watch. We just take it as it comes, and we'll make the right decision based on experience and based on what is right to do.
Jatin,
Yes,
what do you think we should do, man?
we have to move, man, as soon as possible.
Now you're the guy who doesn't even have a raincoat.
Yeah, it's okay, but I can cover myself. I have jackets.
Well, how are you going to keep dry, dude?
That we'll see, because if we leave this place as soon as possible around.
Don't you think you're warmer in this tent and just ride this weather through?
We will wait like this only, then I think the weather will go worst.
So you think you're going to be better off walking in this weather than to sit here and wait it out?
Yeah, best we will walk.
Well, you see, there are divergent views on what to be doing. What do I think?